I'm going to say this apology for the... We're up to VOD 7, but it really shouldn't be that long. We're not that far into the game, hours-wise. I just keep getting interrupted by everything in the world and keep doing, like, 2-hour shifts, which is really frustrating me. So Ross asks, do I think this will challenge Link Between Worlds? Remind me what Link Between Worlds' golden number was. I know it was up there. Like, it wasn't at Twilight's level, but it was up there. $351. I could see this hitting the 300 barrier. I'm not sure if it'll get halfway through the 300 barrier. Apparently we could reach Mount Hebra via the clouds. The winds blow down here from Hebra Mountain. They're always so cold. You came all the way here. Do you intend to climb the mountain? Yeah. Don't worry, I have a cat suit. Hebra Mountain covers the area that's very cold. You'll get hurt if you can't ward off the chill. But if you do want to go up there, use the caves that climb to the summit. The entrance is nearby. Unfortunately, it was blocked off by a cave-in recently. Yeah, remember, we still have a bare minimum of 3 dungeons left to do. Now, that could drag that score even higher. I will say, on an individual level-to-level basis, this hasn't quite hit the range of Link Between Worlds, which was a game so good that it went over the 3 per thing for level design. Because individual elements of games, or excuse me, levels, were so good. Then again, Twilight did that too. Twilight had like 7 and 8 positive levels. And we're dead. As it should. No. We're like on the verge of what you think. Yeah, we're not. I'm pretty sure we're already past 17 hours, but I'm not actually 100% on that. Actually, I know that say that out loud. I guess I could check that real quick. Why are you so dumb, you stupid fish? I need to get away. You're going to die. Accept your death. No! Oh my god. I mean, it's based on breath. It better be better. There we go. So, at a glance, we got 2, 5, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, we're at 19 hours right now. Ish. So, we have passed Link Between Worlds in terms of length. Yeah, I think this is going to be a one game does certain things better than the other kind of a situation. Because Link Between Worlds just has really, really good dungeon design. And that's... Well, I didn't know I could even do that. And that's kind of a meat thing, you know? In this game, however, we've got the echoes. We've got some really fantastic interface and HUD. You know, mechanism kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to switch up my gear. Let's see. What I wanted is that one. Whoops. And now we're going to listen to some music. You know what's funny is I think both Zeldas that we just mentioned have a similar problem. Music. When I think of great Zelda soundtracks, Link Between Worlds and this one, Echoes of Wisdom, are not the games that come to mind. Yeah, I think it's probably Four Swords Adventures for me, but that's cheating because it's literally a remix of Link to the Past. It's a good mix, so it deserves credit where credit is due, but it is kind of cheating. Yeah, it's kind of like saying some of my favorite FF music is FF14. He had some advantages for some of those songs, you know? The number 2 slot for me would probably be Link to the Past. The number 3 slot gets tricky. I mean, I could literally check my own ratings and figure it out that way. Yeah, exactly, Blitzball. Yeah, see, I'm torn between Tears, Ocarina... Ooh, snow. New biome. Ooh, I like. Tears, Ocarina, and Minish, actually. All three of which have really solid soundtracks. Looks like the rift is spread through this whole mountain, too. All we can now is press forward. Oop. It feels weird. Okay. It feels weird saying Tears has great music after Breath, but I stand by it. Also, did you notice the water blocks have finally surpassed the beds in usage? Come on. Ooh. Okay. Nope, that does not help. Okay. Listen, Breath is good and all, but it didn't have Stamped Man. They just give us update. It's a collectible, Traxia. We what? No, I meant to look at that. I can't do it. I can't put any clothes on because I don't have any. Do not take that sentence out of context. Alright, so let's do this. Here's what I want to know. What happens if I summon a snowman here? Oh, he's fine. Really? Oh, and now I'm broke. You want to kill a snowman? I mean, I do. Yeah, he doesn't like it here. Actually, I did, Mad Overlord. Looks pretty crap, too. That's the best part. Yeah, I got the firework. Or rather, I got the machine gun. Yep, doesn't like it here either. Oh well. His life exists only for me to kill him. Suffer me now. None, actually. Or Kitten Fan. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, that sucked. Yeah, no, that's a conversation, Spartan. Those. We get 1 minute of this. Let's not waste it, shall we? What's that sound? What is that? No. Don't have time to care. That's what the bridge should be. I wonder what happens if I summon water up here. So far, the game is going to score very well. Ah, there's a good thing. Now we can freeze to death in peace.
Oh!
Hey, you over there, who are you? It's been a long time since any visitors came to Conde's house.
Oh!
Small one. And a smaller one. Oh, you can see me?
Oh!
Yes, Conde can see you.
Oh!
Small ones, aren't you cold dressed like that? You won't last long in a storm this bad.
Oh!
Conde can help. Come inside my house. It's warm and toasty. Yeah, you only have to go up one generation for me to find people who think that starvation wages aren't a thing. Welcome to Conde's house, small one, and much smaller one. You won't freeze in here, given that it's roasty toasty and all. We do have names, you know, we're more than just small and smaller. I'm Tri, and this is Zelda. Shrine Zelda. Conde can remember that. So, try it, Zelda. You're welcome to rest here until it stops snowing. Since we're saying names, Conde should say his. Conde's name is Conde. How nice to have guests. It's been, well, a long, long time. Where'd you two come up here into the mountains for, anyway? Explain. Fixing rifts. 3 goddesses. Conde doesn't quite understand, but it sounds hard. I'm trying to reach a different mountain. Holy Mount Lanayru. You know how to get there, Conde? Lanayru. Well, he does know that name. Big Brother told me about it. Your big brother? He's a great explorer. His adventures take him all over the place in a hot air balloon. Big Brother said his next great destination was Holy Mount Lanayru. He said he was going to launch a flight from the top of Hebra Mountain to get there. Conde has waited here along with Dad until Big Brother returned from his adventure. Zelda and Tri, hopefully your adventures are going well. Snow is coming down hard, but it'll ease up soon. You two are welcome to relax here. Conde's home is your home. Aww. Conde made that picture. Big Brother taught Conde many things, like how to crush rocks to make paint. He's part of my family, close to Conde's heart. Just a little earlier, Conde saw Big Mountain. He was walking here on the mountain. Conde saw him from behind and called up, but he vanished into the storm. Conde chased him after Big Brother, but couldn't find him anywhere until finally. Conde fell asleep in the snow after all that running. Maybe Big Brother will come home soon. Okay, that's dark. Today was sunny. My snow patrol was the same as yesterday. Today was snowy. My snow patrol was the same as yesterday. Today was very snowy. My snow patrol was the same as yesterday. This goes on for a while. Those are my cleaning tools. Conde uses them to clean the mountain. Dad used to clean with Conde. Some of those are actually his tools. It's not snowing so hard now. Time has flown by, much faster than when Conde is alone. Anyway, now that it's safe to go outside, Conde is going out there to clean. Wait! Zelda and Tri wanted to go to Holy Mount Lanayru, right? Head to top of this mountain. That's where Big Brother launched his balloon. Bye, Conde. Yeah, Dad, Conde promised to do his best to give the mountain a good cleaning today. That's like our 3rd dead parent in this game alone, by the way. Seems like cleaning means something else to him, like removing the snow. Since my friend's somewhere inside there. Get to it in a second. Hang on. I'm going exploring for a moment. Whoa, okay. I've decided not to go exploring for a moment. I also skipped over a bit in the... Let's backtrack a little bit. Actually, hang on. Let's take a cold nap. We'll pretend we're me from like 3 hours ago. One thing I'll... Oh, okay. That answers that then. We'll circle back to that, I suppose. It reminds me, Bragwin, of one time when I had, gosh. I made like $7 an hour or something like that. And it was a decent wage for what it was, but this was obviously like mid-90s, right? Then, several years passed after some bad stuff happened. And I ended up making something like 12 an hour. And I was like, sweet, I'm up to 12 an hour. And there was a certain point in time which I realized that I was actually making less. But I'll never actually forget how that felt. I just sort of realized that. Well, fingers crossed, Lord Atlantean. For real. 2008 was not a good time. End sentence. I don't have anything else to add to that. Ice keys. Ugh, ice and fire keys are both super expensive. Jeez Louise. No, I guess my overall point is that this feels like yet another push. They push, we push back. They push, we push back. It's true with game development. It's true with governments. It's just a thing, you know. Everyone wants to always push the envelope to see what they can get away with. Hell, my niece, just last night, was trying to push the envelope with regards to, with regards to what she was allowed to do in one of the haunted houses. And we were like, alright, you can go up to there, but no further. And then she went further, and we were like, no, no, no. Because it wasn't safe, obviously. And I know that's a weird comparison to make, comparing, you know, a 3-year-old child to the people who are in charge of the world. But I think it's an apt comparison. Because A, duh, but B, and more importantly, that really is where that comes from. It is a literal childish mentality. There we go. So now we have a snowball, and an ice block, and an ice keys. Oh my god, he's shoveling snow into the rift. Conde got to clean up this mess before Big Brother get home. It's not working though. Conde won't give up, no matter what.
Oh!
What's wrong? Conde cleaning up dark gunk. Trying anyways. Gunk? You mean the rift?
Oh!
Skunk has been messing up things all over these mountains lately. Conde has to clean this up before Big Brother comes home. I like this game a lot, but you may or may not have noticed I gave an empty text negative. That sentence that just happened, or rather those 4 sentences, is a perfect example of that. Conde says, I need to clean this up for Big Brother. We say, what are you doing? He says, I'm trying to clean up the gunk. We say, you mean the rift? He says, yes, I have to clean it up before Big Brother gets home. That is the definition of empty text. It's not as egregious as the examples we usually see, but that is literally empty text.
Oh?
Thank you for wanting to help. Makes me happy. Com badge. Pillars of snow. It was a prompt to go ahead and click our com badge. I'd love to say that empty text is a Japanese gaming thing, but honestly, I think it's just a gaming thing. The only trend I've noticed is in games where it's relatively easy to cram tons of text in the game, they do. You know, Goldfish style, right? They expand to the limits of what the game will allow them to do. Since my friends here, 5. Ooh, okay. I don't want to use WoW as the example here, so instead I'll use... Oh gosh, I don't know. Witcher 3 is a game that, because of the nature of how they did their cutscenes, they certainly could have constantly put text everywhere. But since every cutscene was also bespoke, that would mean additional work every single cutscene. Unlike, say, several BioWare games, which don't need to do a lot to have additional dialogue, so they do. Like, this is mostly in the older BioWare games, but, you know, like in Neverwinter Nights, or, actually a better example of that would be the KOTOR or Jade Empire. Both of which just like to just kind of word salad things a bit. Because, you know, making a cutscene in Neverwinter Nights involves nothing, essentially. There's no actual requirement. You just put together text boxes, and that's all the work that is required, is writing the text boxes. Same thing with Jade Empire, same thing with KOTOR. Now, those aren't particularly bad examples of what I'm talking about, but I'm just trying to describe things that are not Japanese-made games that fall into the same pitfalls. To then use a contrary example, World of Warcraft is a game that actually tends to be very, very absent empty text. And I would posit that at least part of that is because of the fact that in World of Warcraft you have something like 300 characters per quest. That limitation sort of automatically means you can't empty text. To use an immediate contrast, this is actually a better contrast. I should have used this as a better contrast. Lotro, also a Western developer, has oodles of empty text. Because they invented a tech where it's the same kind of pop-up that WoW has for a quest, except, but it can scroll essentially infinitely. So you will see quests that have literal pages of dialogue leading up to them. STO quests tend to not have empty text. There are a couple of exceptions to that would form examples, if I could talk straight. But for the most part, no. Oh my god. God damn it, keys. Do what I tell you to do. Now we play the waiting game. Nope. Okay. Fine, I can do this two ways. Oh, right, there we go. Oh no, Chrono Trigger and FF6 actually don't have much empty text. In fact, amusingly enough, most Final Fantasy games do not have much empty text. Yeah, early FF games, I should clarify. I would like to say FF10 is when empty text started in the FF series, but being truthful, it's probably closer to 8. 8 didn't have much, but 8 is when that started, I think, when they started to realize that they could really go nuts with how many text boxes they could layer there. 9 actually reined it back a little bit, but then 10 started really going into it. And then 13 came along. It's the Final Fantasy equivalent of the Fire Nation attack. And then FF13 came along. Oh, absolutely, Blade Channel. I agree completely. I mean, considering I never even beat Persona 3, that's entirely possible for us. To clarify that sentence, I quit Persona 3 because, ugh. And that definitely would be one of the things that drove me away from it. What's funny is you'd think adding voice acting would mean you'd want less lines, right? Cheaper, takes less time. Crystals. Oh, wow, the dark gunk is gone. Kunde was right to keep trying. Kunde. He doesn't waste time, does he? The roof we just saw was fairly small. I wonder if we can enter the huge one. Huh? No, Baldur's Gate 3 was surprisingly efficient with its text. Go figure. No, not yet, Kitten Fan. And I never will. No, I mean, I will at some point. The one Persona game I remember the least is 4. I have actually played through it and beaten it, but it was for a room, so it's got that going against it. And I don't know, I didn't retain anything from it. I don't really know why. And of course I've never played 1 and 2. See, the only thing I remember about 4 is the thing that isn't low tier, Blizzard's Nose. That probably colors my opinion a little bit. And I've obviously not played the golden version or P3R. Better be worth it. It wasn't worth it. I suppose that's true, Pelusa now. And of course, my least favorite part, by a wide margin, of P5 is the moment when things get high tier. What are you guys doing? Well, then I must have misspoke, Blade because the point in P5 I didn't like was when it got high tier. Although, in my defense, that's not because it got high tier, it's because I thought it was stupid. Also ruined an otherwise interesting story arc. I'm pretty sure I haven't upgraded it to get the charge yet. Let me try it. What? Ah! Why? Well, that's why I don't use the charge attack. Right there. So that's Ice and Fire Wiz robes now. Probably going to be a lightning one, too. No, I probably misspoke, but I'm still probably a little tired. But no, I feel the need to defend myself, because it's not like I only like small-tier stories. It's just... I don't know, I've been studying and analyzing fiction for over a decade now. And in my experience, games and shows and movies and books that try to go high tier tend to fail at it, you know? They either don't understand what scale actually is and therefore just go for sheer size, which becomes meaningless noise, or they fail to actually invest me in any way into things that are actually happening. The example I always like to use of something which is high tier, which I actually rather enjoy, is Final Fantasy IV. If you remember, FF4 is a near linear escalation of events. From political conflict all the way up to, up to some kind of mystical, Archmage of Doom kind of a thing, all the way up to alien invasion. And that escalation works for me. And yeah, best of both worlds, extremely high tier story. That's more or less literally the stakes of, like, everything, really. Like, if they weren't stopped over Earth, there's a pretty good chance that was game. That would have been that. And yeah, Dominion War. Also Star Trek. Another good example. FF6. Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is not just the entire planet, if you think about it, because of how the Lavosian life cycle works. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off topic. The point I'm trying to reach is something I've said for years and years and years. I don't necessarily like high tier, low tier, and between tier. I like good. No, FF10 is actually quite low tier. I know that they like to pretend that this dinky archipelago that you can walk across is an entire continent, but bullcrap. Yeah, it's high tier for them, but relatively speaking, no. FF10 is pretty low tier, and I do think that's to its benefit. 10 and 10-2 both benefit from being relatively low tier. That's true, Blade Javal. Why would you do that? Dude just straight up committed suicide in front of me. Ooh, okay. Oh, they turn into ice. That makes sense. Really? Game? Really? Game? Really? Game? Really? Game? Air. 12 is also pretty low tier, all things considered. Most well-done FF worlds. I assume you mean like world building surrounding, right? In which case, the answer is by default 14. And yeah, I agree, Ross. I mean, the intro to Star Trek Resurgence was legit, pretty much top to bottom. And I'll be honest, I never bought the Takan as an actual thread. Yeah, anime in general likes to be higher tier, and that may or may not have something to do with why I tend to not like it. In general, of course. Yeah, you know what was low tier? The Drumhead. Yeah. What's funny is Measure of a Man was not low tier. It looked like it was, but it really wasn't. FF11 was one of those quiet sea changes for the entire Federation. Roll with this. We're just rolling with it. We're just rolling with it. We're just rolling with it. Ah, we're dead. That's clever. But yeah, so if I had to pick something other than FF14, which is kind of the easy answer there. My knee-jerk thought is 12. Okay, we have no depth perception. There we go. Ah! And ice. My knee-jerk thought is 12, and 9 would probably beat it. Duke it out. Jesus Christ. For most overall fleshed out settings. Tactics is a weird one. Tactics is seemingly extremely low tier. Essentially one war in one region. One aspect of one war in one region. But what the Lucavi were planning was obviously a little bit grander than that. And could have caused some rather substantial problems. What's really funny about the Lucavi is it's not quite like, say, to use a specific example, FF4, which almost universally escalated in a linear increase across the entirety of the game. Instead, in Tactics, it was mostly just, yeah, there's these guys here. Oh yeah, by the way, they're a huge scale threat. What? Look, I've never been quiet about the fact that I have issues with Tactics as outro. I don't know what you want from me. Which one was... It was Echoes of Fate, or something like that, wasn't it? That one was a weird one when it comes to scales and stake. Because on the one hand, it's like, hey, 2 kingdoms. On the other hand, oh yeah, also there's a dragon that's going to eat all reality. I'm not even sure that counts as a spoiler, because it's a Fire Emblem game, but point remaining. Nice are. Dragons, they just leave the Fire Emblem series, honestly. Why are they even there? Fire Emblem, not Fire Dragon. God. Sounds like an interesting name for a franchise. Fire Dragon. What's it about? Elves?
Yep.
I mean, Dragon Age barely has anything to do with dragons, I'm just saying. I've complained about that before. Why is it called Dragon Age? Because it sounds cool. But, like... What is it? Dragons! Okay, Valkyria Chronicles? Or Valkyrie Chronicles? In which case, either way, with the answers, I'm not sure. Even though I've played a game in both, I barely remember either. I do like Monster Fangs. And Monster Guts. I just like monsters. See? Proof positive. We here, the Lore Walkers, are monster positive. As long as they are our minions and do exactly what we tell them to, without hesitation or question, even unto summoning them to their very deaths to serve their overlords. Yeah, we call this the mass effect. Quake 1's a weird one, because Eldritch, you know. Anytime you get Eldritch stuff in the mix, it kind of goes a little bit wonky. Quake 2 introduced us to the Strogg. And they're definitely an interstellar level threat. And then, I don't remember the stakes of Quake 4. Yeah, then there's Kirby. What's this threat? Well, it's probably going to destroy all of reality if we don't stop it. What? So, hang on. Lowest tier Trek episode I like. Let me actually chew on that for a second.
Yep.
Because there's the aforementioned Drumhead, which is just needs no introduction. Thank you, Brett. Yeah, Duet is incredibly low tier. The stakes are essentially non-existent. Lower Decks is also quite low tier. So we've got Drumhead, we've got Lower Decks. Trying to think of purple episodes in TNG. I'm gonna laugh if this works. Ah! Yeah, family would qualify as very low tier. The Visitor? The Visitor's fascinating, because once again, it's an episode that looks small tier because it's such a personal episode, but it really, really isn't. Well, the problem is I don't know Gundam, so I can't help with that. Yeah, remember Superstar? The beginning plot... A lot of people forget this because of the nature of Superstar, but the very, very beginning plot of Superstar was, hey, he's stealing a bunch of food. For those of you who don't remember, the end plot of Superstar was, yeah, an insane clown, madman, psychopath has just gained control of a world engine. Superstar actually was probably the first Kirby game to introduce the Ancients to the Kirby mythos. Ooh, Defector. That's an interesting one. Squeak Squad is another excellent example of that. Kitten fan. See, the funny thing is, In the Pale Moonlight, everyone knows In the Pale Moonlight is a very high-tier episode. It's one of the more critical episodes of the Dominion War. So, yeah. Like, we all know the stakes on that one. I accept this.
Oh!
Xenomorphs are weirdly enough pretty low tier. I know that sounds strange, but have you ever noticed that the setting of Alien is itself extremely low tier?
Huh?
It was actually quite smart, although it wasn't done on purpose originally, but several subsequent Alien films actually deliberately leaned into the fact that their tech was just our level, but also space travel. And at our level, but space travel, something like the Xenomorph is a serious threat.
Huh?
Big brother?
Oh!
Hey, hey. Gunde has missed you. It's been so lonely around here. Why are you running away? Where are you going?
No!
Poor Gunde. Yeah, he's gonna be a duplicate. Yeah, exactly, Lord Atlantean. The threat of the Xenomorphs is fantastic when it's low tier. Oh god, you're right. Mortal Coil is extremely low tier. Actually, I would agree with you on that, Blade Taval. Part of the visual aesthetic is very 60s and 70s, on purpose. Originally because of budget issues, but they've leaned into that ever since. I actually do, Kitten Fan. I don't know, it's something about the way Kirby executes its tiering works well for me. I don't mind a story about, hey, there might be some issues over here. Oh, by the way, there's a local corporate CEO who's trying to rebuild another of those world engines I just mentioned in order to reshape the galaxy to his own whims. That just works for me. But then again, Kirby's always gone out of its way to try and earn its stakes. And it helps that Kirby himself is, no pun intended, such a modular hero that he can work equally well at lower high tier. Ugh, screw 30 days. My favorite Kirby? Oh, jeez, I don't know. Ask me again after the Kirby block, because I'm not even sure about that. I'll tell you the one I replayed the most. That'd be Superstar on the SNES. But of course I did. It was a game on the SNES. Course Oblivion. We don't talk about Course Oblivion here. I'm pretty sure all the Dreamlands are in that block. Not really, no, Loke. Like, a lot of their tech... There's actually a specific name for that, and I forget what it's called. But what I usually hear it described as is Tech Plus One. Fallout is actually a perfect example of that. You look at Fallout and think, they're so advanced, but actually they're pathetically advanced. Fallout, even when the bombs fell, was less advanced than we are now. but they specifically advanced in certain specific fields, and that's part of what gives it its specific thing, like the AI, the functional AI, the floating robots, the power armor, you know, stuff like that. The functioning teleporter. Anyways, point being, Fallout is low tech, you know, it's 50s tech plus 1. So Aliens is, you know, 60s, 70s tech plus 1. It's hard to just straight up call that high tech, you know what I mean? Because it's a deliberate move. It's a deliberate attempt to invoke that shtick. You know, I'm going here. Yeah, exactly, Noctis. It's one of the reasons Star Trek is always so bonkers to think about, because Star Trek tech is ludicrous. Like, Federation tech definitely built wide and tall at the same time. Let's go and upgrade the bombs once. Let's see what that does. Good evening, Paramount Android. I mean, they had a transporter in Enterprise, which I still disagree with, by the way. The guy gives us bomb shoes. That's true, Enterprise also had a holodeck, which was also a mistake. I've used up like all this stuff at this point, except for whatever that is. Yeah, computers in Fallout are hilariously out of date. The theme of Enterprise? We don't know what we're doing. The best part is that's the meta theme, too. Oh, of course he didn't load. Thankfully, much more talented people than Gene Roddenberry actually designed Star Trek. Ugh, who put a stamp stand on the Heber Mountain of all places? Ugh. Me? Who else? That'd be truly uplifting to plunk a stamp in this place with all the silver snow, but now my stamp stand's been swallowed up. Did the dark stuff want to plunk that badly? You can't have this place all to yourself, dark stuff. Spit it out! I would like to have my stamp stand back again. I got your back, buddy. Voyager's overall theme? Getting home! No, that's actually a lie. But Voyager's overall theme is either or, family or home. I think Tom himself said it best. Why would I be excited about getting home? I am home. TNG, unironically, is also easy. In my opinion. DS9 I'm not sure about, since DS9 reinvented itself twice. Not like the other Star Treks didn't do that. Theme of DS9, we're not TNG. Yeah, that would also apply as a meta theme for DS9, given Ira Steven Bear's hard-on for constantly disproving the very fundamentals of the Federation and the setting. And trying to literally break the entire setting. That's cool. Whoop, 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 whoop. Pay attention. I already like them, Kitten Fan. Ah! Listen, I need you to stop dying, okay? No way. Possibly Sarani, but I'm curious how that would apply to, for example, Season 1, or 2, or 3. If your theme doesn't apply to 3/7 of your show, That's also why I mentioned DS9's theme is a bit more complicated, because they really did reinvent DS9 twice. That's not actually being facetious. Yeah, by the way, stamp stand over there, for those of you who missed it. Defiance. I can see that. I'm going to be honest, I kind of like mine better. Because mine also applies in a meta sense. But, I'm with you. I guess that's true, Blitzball. I can't argue that. And TOS. I don't know, I've seen DS9. DS9 is completely ridiculous. TOS is tough, because obviously there is no real central theme to TOS. Duh, right? It's a collection of short stories by dozens of authors. They actually had a series Bible for TOS. Most of the authors wouldn't read it. Yeah, honestly, The Frontier was what I was going to say for TOS, Ross. And all that means. The frontier politically, the frontier culturally, the frontier literally, physically. Oh, I'm seeing things. My poor stamp stand before tragedy struck. I'm not even dressed right. No sleeve is a rally. Look, it's not an I'm ruined look. It's you again. Wait. What? The dark stuff is gone. My stand is back. Oh, thank you. Got it. Changing my outfit for Zelda immediately. Just for you. So, my theme for TNG is obvious and easy for me, but I imagine you're going to disagree with it. I'd love to hear yours. Oh, wow. Okay. My theme for TNG is every day. TNG, more than any of the others, is about life. As in, everyday life. Sure, it's in space, and sure, there's aliens and androids and ray guns, but it's about just life, you know? A day in the life. Sometimes some things are serious, sometimes things are silly, sometimes things are ridiculous. Sometimes things involve just trying to deal with the threat of the week. Sometimes the threat of the week is the Borg. That would explain why I like TNG so much. Yeah, and honestly, it's the same theme as FF9. Another theme I happen to enjoy, by the way. That's the reason the main theme of FF9, that is to say, I'm sorry, the song, is called Melodies of Life. Lower Decks, from what I have been told's theme is cleaning up the mess. Starfleet's janitors. I should probably mention I haven't actually seen Lower Decks, so who knows on that one. How much do I like the cat suit? I'm not a huge fan, but then again, I'm not a cat person. Probably my least favorite outfit so far. Those look... no. Here they are. The ability is great. Better than Seven's catsuit. Definitely can agree with that.
No!
Big brother, what happened? Conde thought Big Brother had come home and finally caught up with them, but then he knocked poor Conde down. Are you okay? Don't worry, Conde can brush off an avalanche. Just surprised is all. You don't seem like your normal self. Conde doesn't feel like his normal self. I don't understand. Conde, why would he do that? You've been waiting for him for so long. Maybe Conde wasn't good like Conde was supposed to be. Good? What do you mean? On the day he left, Big Brother said, "Be good, Conde." Sometime after that, Dad became one of the stars in the sky. So Conde has been all alone. Conde's been waiting for Big Brother to come home for a long time. Lately, Conde's been thinking, what if Big Brother never came home because Conde wasn't good? So Conde's been trying his hardest to be really, really good. Thinking Big Brother would come home then. I see. Well, what will you do? Will you go after him? Conde said Big Brother go north of here. But Conde isn't going to chase after him. Being knocked down once was enough. Conde doesn't know what else Conde can do. Sorry, Zelda, and try. Conde wants to stay here by himself for a while. Okay. Time to go kill his brother. In the face. Must be from Conde's brother. He must have gone this way. Oh, by the way, snow that doesn't blind me. I didn't know Zelda could do that. I'm shocked, honestly. You've got to be kidding me. That not go through the damage thing?
Because that is what happens when you have an allergy to nickel. And Amazon lies about something being sterling silver.
Yeah, that would in fact do exactly that.
Yeah.
A little further down, a little further down. There you go.
No, it's in the right spot. I'm watching.
Cool. That's behind the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, quick. I need your expert advice. Is this a cute outfit or no? I know it's kind of zoomed out. I can't zoom it in.
It's cute.
Apparently I'm in the minority. She's also got the dancing outfit. The pajamas, most useful one by far. Her actual default attire. And I'm totally not Zelda, wink wink. Stealth outfit. And you're probably wondering, why are the pajamas the most useful? Well, pajamas increase our healing speed. Look, I don't make these
I
rolls.
demand you make a bed staircase.
Okay, hang on. Might actually be something up here. Oh, no, there's nothing. So this is the current max height I can do, because I can only summon 5 at a time. But you can see the height and width that I can accomplish with this. My other big thing is water. Because I can just Minecraft it straight up like this. I can also do stuff like this. Have to be a little careful here. As long as it's connected, any part of the chain is connected to something. Hang on, I can make that work. There we go. Ah! Maybe I can't make that work. You get the idea, though. Water is ridiculous.
There's a sheep.
It's okay, sheep. We'll go beat up your brother for you.
Okay.
Hey, no! Not this brother! Look, I didn't beat you up, so you can't beat me up. Ah! 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 Hi, Sean. And hey, Scott Kibar, and thank you for the sub. I'll jot that down for Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6 in just a moment. Can I walk on these? Yes, okay.
I like how it took you that long to decide that you could walk on it.
Well, you never knew. I could have been, like, slowly slipping through it, like quicksand or something like that, you know? Let's see. Ah, too far. There's just loops.
It looks like there's down.
Yeah. Alright, go kill things, Chompfin. Yeah, the shark doesn't work that well when out of water. Let's see if we can get off the edge. We probably could. Oh, don't.
They can fly.
Yeah, alright. Let's see. What other weird creative stuff can we do?
Spiky bombs.
Spiky bombs.
I don't think spiky bombs do much.
No, hang on. I just gotta use them as a wall, see?
Hey, he dropped a bell pepper.
Yep.
Or not a bell pepper,
Pepper.
a pepper. A pepper.
He does not like that guy. Do you see that? To his detriment.
Are you gonna upload yesterday?
So, all of the polemic videos have to be time-stamped, which means I have to manually go through a 5-hour video and timestamp them.
So eventually, it sounds like the answer.
Probably not for a few weeks, because I'm going to slow-mode that in my spare time. Let's see, what else have we got? Fire keys. Let's go see you in action.
I would say you could just re-ask the question, but that's not how lore works.
I mean, you could, if you really want to. Be like, what do you think about how Mass Effect 2 is the worst game in the history of the universe?
Isn't that the one that put you on the map?
Actually, it's Mass Effect 3 that put me on the map.
I know.
Which is why it's the worst game in the history of the existence. Okay, I need aerial. Where's my...
There's a bird. Over to the left.
There's my spear guys.
That's not.
Go, spear guys. Go, my minions. Flank them. Flank them. Go. Don't get blown off the edge.
I like how they're just like, I don't know what to do now.
There's a guy. Shoot him. Shoot him. Oh, 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 oh. I have learned Cloud. Okay. Nice, I just learned the ability to summon a cloud.
What do you do with it?
I think it's a platform. Oh, it's a temporary platform. Okay.
So inferior to bed in every way.
Well, I mean, it doesn't need to be attached to anything, so I probably have more distance with it. Let's see. Also costs a lot, 2 per, but I can keep doing it forever like I'm doing right now. That actually feels like a bed upgrade. They finally did it! They finally made something better than the bed. Ooh, there's a bunch over there. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, beds can also be burned and broken. I tried to make beds over lava once. That didn't work out for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Just die. I can turn into Link temporarily.
I see that. You also just threw a rupee into nothing. Those trees are growing sideways.
Yeah, yeah. I don't feel like dealing with you. Just go away. I want my treasure.
Hey!
It didn't quite work out as well as I would have liked. Him, not you. I did actually answer that question. It is not illegal, and it should be, Sean. I can answer that really quickly and off the top of my head. Ignoring the obvious precedent-setting nonsense that is. Whoa!
You weren't touching the cliff that time.
Nope. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I'm offset. Let's reset these. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can make that jump. I can make that jump. I can't make that jump. I can't make that jump. What game? Are you watching this?
Uh-huh. I think there's an invisible wall there.
I think you're right. Look at that. Why are they doing that? Well, Sis and I both actually have the same theory. Grumpy old men who like porn, but don't like anybody else having porn. That's not a joke.
Specifically grumpy old white men.
Oh yeah, of course.
Lord, there's an invisible wall there. I have watched you go over the lip of that tree at least 3 times.
I'm debating. I have some options here. What? Okay, water cannot be placed on a cloud. That's good to know. That is good to know. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't make that. Are you refunding that stupid ring?
Yes. Yes, I am.
God. I mean, it's okay, Eva. Give him a couple years. They'll get there. I like how the cloud is already one of my most used things. I just want to be here just for a moment to enjoy the fact that I made it up here. Just give me this victory for a second. Yeah, take that, invisible wall. Okay. Nice, Eva. I do hope the new SSD is treating you nicely. I mean, yeah, it's the bed, but better. I wasn't really joking earlier. Even though I can only summon 2 of them, it doesn't matter. because I only need 2 of them out at a time. It's about to surpass Zelda's bed, the healing bed. I can also change directions with the bed. I don't think... Okay. I don't think I can sleep on it. So it does lack the healing properties. I'll give you that. Oh yeah, the bed will always have a use. There must always be a bed king. I realize how strange that sounds when I say it out loud, but whatever. I'll stand by it. That's a Wolfos. I've seen one of those lately. Costs 2. I'd say pretty far in to get that, but then I remembered we can do these last 3 dungeons in any order, so... Oh my god, Paranoid Android. Evo, please tell me you caught that pun. Please tell me you're suffering with us. I was torn on doing the swamp or this one last. But ultimately, the desire to simply be going clockwise appealed to me. And that's literally it. We decided to go around first, and then from then on, it's just been clockwise. No other real thought put into it, to be quite honest with you. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of this music either, especially given how much of the game it plays around. Like, we have huge swaths of dungeons to do in the still world, and it's the same song each time. By contrast, the actual dungeons have different songs each time. So it's a large picture with lots of writing. Let's see, what's it say? My balloon trip from Hebra Mountain way up to Mount Lineru was a great success. As I take a quick break, I'm leaving all these here as a record of the happy occasion. I'm going to take this venture alone. Dad thinks I'm ready to take over work this time. My dear little brother Conde's in good hands with Dad back home. He'll be looked after. I'm anxious about going out to explore the world myself, but adventure calls. I can't wait to bring Conde with me someday. He'll love it. It'll be even more fun. Now onward to more exploration. I bet this is his brother. So Conde had it wrong. His big brother doesn't think anything bad about him. You know, Conde saved us from that bad storm. I think he really deserves to be happy again. Poor Conde. And yeah, it's a weird logic, isn't it? The fire area is power, the foresty area is courage, and the frozen area is wisdom. New song. The Nehru Temple. Let me pause 1 second to jot down some notes. I haven't seen a single dungeon I haven't liked so far, so I have high hopes, but we'll see. Nice, congrats, Brigman. Oh yeah, by the way, an ice dungeon. Will this be a good ice dungeon, or will this be a terrible ice dungeon? Only time will tell. I mean, we all know what my opinion was of the ice dungeon in Link to the Worlds. So, we have precedence for a good ice dungeon. Yes, it'll be a nice dungeon. I hate you all. I want you to know that. It's like a deep personal hatred to them. You guys and your puns. It's a terrible vice. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, I know, Rex. Here, have 5 monsters on your face. Ah! I cannot wait to summon my first Lionel. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Scott K-Bar has been bitten by the Dragon Quest pun bug. Not often I see that kind of a mechanic function as a heater, but here we go. Well, yeah, also the color scheme, Mad Overlord. Blue is wisdom, so water, ice, sky. And then, yeah, fire, power, so duh. Oh god, it is Mad Overlord, you're right. You know what? That's actually a good point. No, don't go to the side. No, wait for me, you asshole. Why can't... Nope, okay. Huh. Well, shoot, that was my big idea. Lower. Yeah, it's too tall. Okay. Oh, that's much. Nope. Okay. I could try the thwomp thing. Well, high enough, of course. But... yeah, okay. No idea. No idea. Give up on this immediately. Alright, moving on. This is a complete waste of my time. For probably like 3 grilled pumpkins or something. Honestly, I barely noticed them, which is a good thing when it comes to ice physics. Reminds me of Link Between Worlds, actually. So, it can be swapped from cold to hot. Good way to tutorialize that, too. Not high enough. I don't think I can get high enough. Oh, there's my first vote text of the day. Yeah, there's the ceiling. Ah, well. I was trying to BS it. So just for you, Blade Travell, I will read this text. Okay, that one does specifically say to vote for someone. Ooh. Liking this one so far. We're still at what I'd call the beginnings of the dungeon in terms of design. Okay, that's clever. I don't even think that would work. But once again, the tutorialization of the moment is what made me think it would work. Just the level layout made me think, oh, it wants me to do this. And then, of course, we have an escalation where that is cool. I like that. I like that. Very intended strategy, as you can see. I really cannot wait to see a speedrun of this game. I'm sure there's dozens of really cool stuff I haven't even thought of. That's true, Kitten Fan, you're right. I've noticed a lot of these dungeons are designed around items which you either get on the way to the dungeon, excuse me, echoes, that you either get on the way to the dungeon or get in the dungeon. Fulfilling the same general, you know, get item, do dungeon structure that a lot of Zelda games do. Money and smoothies, right? Yeah. At some point, I might sit down with an actual guide and figure out what I can use the smoothies on, rather than just keep throwing money away at it, because I'm not made of money. Oh my god. Okay. So far, no. In fact, it's one of the only story negatives I've come up with, Evo. Very true, Rex. Gonna go away? That's not gonna go away, is it? Okay. Don't they just act as boosters, Kitten Fan? No, legible. Well, a little bit. The big thing that they've been doing well, which I actually do like, is that there's been a side story going through the entire game so far of Link's Adventure. You know, the one that happened right before this one. I do think it would lose something if we didn't have Link's Adventure, you know. Let's scooch this. No, under. Oh, Jesus. Come on. There. Hopefully that was the right decision. That feels like a yes. Probably explains why there is, at least at the moment, a finite amount of them. Link went through a whole game, confronted Ganon, and then this game started. Hey, Rhea girl. How is your day going? Tired. Yeah. I can survive that. I took a 3-hour nap today. Not really on purpose. Let's reset. Let's reset. Okay. Probably plays well. Take it. I don't know how you're supposed to do that, but I figured hitting it at the same time was the goal. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think of some way to drag it onto the thing and then let it go when I hit the switch, and I realized it was just going to be completely out of reach. I will say the puzzles in this dungeon so far are on par with the stuff in Hyrule Castle. And that's high praise for me. Yes, go walk the badage, Frago. Oh, this is a big one. Yep, we've only missed one thing so far. Never go back and get it. There forever, taunting us of the one treasure chest we didn't get in this dungeon. I can live with that, but can you? Okay, this is too slow. Hello? Yeah, me too, Ross. It was probably tempting when they were developing this game to add cooldown to things. I'm glad they didn't. Still not gain. Oh no, I agree, Rex. The echoes really need to be just a play box that you can screw around with. Otherwise, it just loses a lot of its flavor. I mean, aren't we already committing war crimes? I mean, think about it. That's a good point, Noctis. And I mean, we control the courts and the Senate. We're too dangerous to be left alive. Link is going to have to put us down once and for all. Oh, that's cute. Zelda was always Palpatine. Think about it. Triforce of Wisdom, baby. That's irritating. And she's a mage, but she can handle a sword. And she will bring peace and prosperity to this realm. No matter the cost. That's a really good question, Ross. I mean, the obvious answer is various levels of destruction, but there's only so many flavors destruction can come in, right? Oh, almost. There we go. Maybe make Ganon a little bit of a glass cannon kind of a character. And so he relies on what's referred to as active mitigation to keep himself going. Like he has to constantly do in order to heal. Kinda similar to Doom, but I didn't mean that parallel on purpose. I could see a game where Link is the villain. Well, the antagonist, but a villain? That's a bit trickier. A game where Zelda's the villain? I mean, she has so little characterization, I think we could swing that. Alright, fine. I look like I can't bullcrap it. Where's the fire keys? It's actually the exact reason I didn't want to use the fire keys. Oh god. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, duh. No, no, no. There we go. Hey, Mr. Red. But basically, yeah, Ross. Maybe not literally ticking clock gameplay, but something along the lines of anything he deals with cost. Like, I feel like this is very vague and off the top of my head, but I feel like there would be a cost to most of his abilities, but each cost would also have a separate benefit for doing them, right? And the goal is to balance those. I hit you, which gets me energy. I use energy, which gets me this, and so forth and so on, right? And the idea is to make loops in gameplay to encourage you to vary up what you're doing. So, whoop, charge up shot, rip up the land, and then smash down a fireball or something like that. I don't know, you get the idea. interesting. Like, something like that, but actually good, is kind of the direction I'm thinking in. Big emphasis on intensity, though. The catch is what I just described would actually take some very careful planning to make it work. Like, you have to really think about which kind of attacks do what they cost, and then what other attacks counterbalance that. Oh, you're still alive. Stop being amongst the living. You got the worst enemy in Zelda 2. Seriously, screw those things. Those single-handedly made me want to quit Zelda 2. Almost did. Almost cheated. Because of that nonsense. Didn't, because I don't need to cheat Zelda 2. Thank you very much. I haven't got one of these yet. I'd also probably have a momentum mechanic built into someone like Ganondorf. Imagine you're literally capable of moving faster when you get certain numbers of stacks going, right? That kind of thing. I actually picture you charging down someone who is on horseback while you are on foot. And I can just picture the guy being like, "Oh my god!" as you're chasing him, as you're catching him. Take two. Yeah, Infusible. That's normal. Why do you think they usually offer you cookies to help restore your blood sugar immediately after? They should offer cookies. If they're not doing their job properly. Who did Rhea Girl? Oh no. No. Still no. Probably not, Spartan, no. Ignoring the obvious spoilers potential. There's also the fact that Dawn Trail is kind of a reboot. By design. Ice Wolfos. In other words, it would be like trying to summarize the events of all of WoW, starting at Dragonflight, you know? Ooh, those guys hurt. Wow. Like, okay, so we saved the world, then we saved the world, then we saved the world, then we saved the world. Then we started a war, then the evil empire fell, then we started a war, then we saved the world, then we saved the world, then we saved the world. Then we saved the world, then we saved the universe. There's your summary. Any good YouTubers for FF14? You know, would you believe I don't actually know any? I love how nothing costs 6 yet other than the Lionel. Oh, excuse me. Oh, lots of crafting for some reason. Oh my god, these guys. Freezards are terrible in every game they're in, I'm just saying. Where's my freaking fire keys again? There it is. Well, okay. Back to the shark. Yep, and now we're currently having a vacation where nothing will happen. I hope. Fingers crossed. Okay, so everything cool. Good evening, Cloden. Hopefully your day is going well. No crummy burgers. Burgers. What annoying enemy in all video games ever is most satisfying to kill? Oh gosh. Okay. The silver Lionel taking no damage. Yeah. That was solid. Cannot lie. Dude, real hot dogs are amazing. You kidding me? Even just getting store-bought and then grilling them yourself can be awesome. So rad. I'm iffy on bratwurst, or that is to say sausages in general. Depends. They tend to put stuff in them I'm not a big fan of. One of these days I'm going to try a Costco hot dog. One of these days. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Silver Lionel Noctis. It could literally one-shot me, so I defeated it without taking damage. I think I'll count that. Hot dogs. This one's much more puzzly than Hyrule Castle was, but I'm completely with it. So far, only one thing stumped me for a minute. It was that damn boss. But even that was clever and interesting. Like, you'll also notice it does that wonderful thing I love so much that Zelda games does, which is looping. It's when either going back through an area you go through a different part of it or go through it in a different way, or when you loop back into yourself to prevent backtracking and reduce padding. So, zip down here, go up through this, go back down here, over here, up like this, and we're back here. Boom. No, this is solid. I like this place. Alright, should we do it? Should we get the one chest? Apparently there's two chests I missed. There are two chests I missed. Hang on, hang on. Let's get both chests I missed. First, let's get some health. Yeah, no kidding. We're up to 2 good ice... That's not true. We're up to 3 good ice dungeons. Link Between Worlds, Twilight Princess, and Echoes of Wisdom. But it's telling that 2 of those are 2 of the best Zelda games ever made. Hey, Valerian. Welcome to vacation. I'm going to need you to fill out this form, and this one, 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 and this one. Hang on, and this one. And this one, and this one, and this one. Oh, this is the way. Go away. Go here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, fine, game. Yeah, I like this game quite a bit. It's not going to reach Twilight. Twilight's one of those outlier games. I was actually looking at it. It really is funny to me how many of the outlier games towards the top of the list are Nintendo games. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just means that when Nintendo nails it, they freaking nail it, you know? We've had plenty of Nintendo games towards the bottom of the list, too. But when they pop, oh. Yeah, Blizzard is the other thing. Blizzard at their height controls the top of the list right now. And WoW is going to join that, almost guaranteed. I don't know if WoW will beat 14, but it's going to be up there. Alright, what's your method? If you don't mind sharing. Just to speed this up. Use the lift again. No, Cloden, why? Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. If you remember, I even placed a lift and then tried to place stuff on it, and that didn't work out, so I just kind of gave up on the idea. We'll find out. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh my god. There we go. There's a horn! Oh, whatever. 100%. Moving on. Swept. Ah, thank you, Cloden, very much. See, that's the thing. You can't... I know you're joking, obviously, Spartan, but you can't really call me a fanboy for putting, say, Diablo 3 towards the top of the list, when Diablo 1 is towards the bottom of the list. And Diablo 2. Like, it doesn't work that way, you know? I always get weirded out when people are like, oh, you're just a fanboy for such and such. It's like, have you seen my reviews? The answer is no. Nobody actually watches my reviews. Not even you. Yeah, exactly. We've got Paper Mario 2, which is way the hell up there, and then Sticker Star, which is way the hell down there. That's just in the same franchise. Never mind the same company. Thank you again, Cloden. I'll put that towards WoW. Or within. Deus Ex Revision. Revision, I can type. I am biased against bad games. I have absolutely no hesitation about that. And Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Boss time. Hang on, before I do that, I want to jot down positives. I'm thinking quad for this place. 3 aggregates, and then a special bonus one for essentially puzzle design. No, I saw it. Thank you, Spartan. I've been told by several people that they've been inspired to start their own review systems based on mine, and I'll take that as a compliment. And one of y'all is going to become big and forget I even exist, and I've just accepted that at this point. Okay. Well, what I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you right now, Spartan. If you call your son the Low Runner, then I'll have to sue you into oblivion. But don't do that. How many bad ice dungeons are there? That's a good question. Yep, this game is 3 out of 10. Is that Conde's brother? Something feels really off here. We saw how Conde's brother looked in the painting. It was nothing like this. There's no way this is him. Yeah, see, all of that, everything that was just said there is empty text, for example. None of that had to be said. He just turns around, looks menacing, puts on his hat, and here we are. Boom. None of that text was necessary. Yeah, no kidding, Kitten Fan. And of course they made sure a fire keys was in this dungeon. Pretty much right in our way, too. So we were talking about themes with several of the previous Zelda games. Yeah, Fire and Ice is the obvious theme here. You could also say changing state if you want to be more generic, but no, it's Fire and Ice. Thankfully, we do have the ice keys. Somewhere. I don't think we've ever used it. Yeah, there it is. Different attacks, too. The entire game? Coping with loss, I would say. Combined with a little bit of growing up. You could fairly say it's also a little bit about how we deal with things in general. As we see in both the villains and the good guys, how the way that they deal with the things that happen to them changes pretty substantially and is indicative of their characters. That was 3. Purple? What? Well, I sure hope nobody's stealing my bed right now, because if they are, they're about to be turbo tickled. Like endless tickles for stealing my bed. Fortunately, no one would ever do that to me. Well, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to tickle them then. There's nobody here?
Uh-huh.
And who is this thing?
Nobody.
How is this nobody?
Everybody.
Okay.
Ah.
Get up. Get off! Okay, I need to build. No, don't tell me! I'm in the middle of a boss fight, okay? So, I'm not gonna come up immediately. Can you tell Baba that, please?
Yes.
Can you say, "Hi, stream"?
Wait, why didn't you take 2 of the apples?
They're mine!
Mine, but your head is an apple.
Ma, you're an apple! You're an apple! No, don't eat my head!
Don't eat my head!
You
Yeah.
had an apple though.
What? Why is my head an apple?
I already ate it.
Well, I'm headless now. Sorry.
But your brainless too.
Yeah.
You almost broke my toe. I need my name, my choking ball. Oh my god. Get your finger out.
Ah, my fingers. Go upstairs.
Get your whole body.
Go upstairs. I'll be up in a bit.
How do you cut my whole body? Okay, what are we at? Ice. That's true. Raiden would certainly know about that, wouldn't he? I like this boss, by the way. On theme. Good variety of attacks. 2 phases, which then escalate into a 3rd phase, which mix and matches. Mixes and matches. There we go. It's also a fight that encourages you to summon and fight, which not every boss fight does. I don't think there's been a single boss I haven't given a positive to yet. So far. No. And didn't even last too long like Volvagia did. That is a solid boss fight. Multiple positives. So if we're counting boss in the positives, that's 5 pluses for this dungeon. What's the name of the guy I just killed? Thank you. Favorite TNG crew member? Barkley. Favorite TNG character? Barkley. Although if I have to pick a non-crew member, I'd have to think about that. There's a lot of really good guest characters in that series. Come on, 9! Yes! We can finally summon the Lionel. It can't be Q, because, you know, Q-Who exists, or not Q-Who, Hiding Q exists. Look, nothing bad ever happened on a starship, Spartan. Your wisdom has freed this land, which was swallowed by nothingness. I am the goddess Nehru of the 3 who created your world. You have demonstrated true wisdom, thus I grant my sanction unto you. That's an interesting point. The fire dungeon was much more combat heavy. The ice dungeon was much more puzzle heavy. What the hell is the courage dungeon going to be? Don't tell me. We'll find out tomorrow. I will tell you of the one who has torn this land asunder with the rifts. Before the creation of the skies and lands, there was a void, a vast nothingness. In the void, some things would begin to taking form, only to be devoured by the one who dwelt there. The name of this one is Null. Null desired the world in its entirety and consumed all life indiscriminately. We three goddesses could not abide this and created the lies, skies and the land to contain Null. Oh my god, it's the underground. From Tears. Yeah. All the while, Null continued creating rifts, working ceaselessly to return the world to a void. So we brought forth the tries to dissipate the rifts, thus keeping the balance. One sanction remains. Remember this, your wisdom will one day be your salvation. Null, our enemy has a name now. This is the one who's been making all the rifts. And the goddess is created by friends of me in order to oppose Null. Poor Kande. He had no idea he was chasing that creature this whole time. And that means he's no closer to being reunited by his brother, with his brother. Wonder if he'll be sad about that. There's not really anything else to do in the still world for now. Let's go back to your world. What's interesting... Yeah, no kidding, Ross. I actually have a note in my document, I know you probably haven't read the whole thing, that specifically credits this game for doing non-linear storytelling better than Tears. So unfortunately, I'm already being called to dinner, so I'm going to have to pause here. This is the eternal era of interrupts. Tomorrow we might actually beat this sucker. So I will see you all tomorrow.